Hello everyone, this is Commander Trium. We're back once again with another episode of Elite Dangerous. And tonight we're going to continue our grind for the Federation. Again, we have a shortened episode tonight. Okay, for some reason the audio is way too loud. We'll have to reduce that volume considerably. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Okay. And first of all, let's see if we can get Hello?
Hold on.
Holy crap.
What?
Oh, your voice is extremely loud.
Why?
I don't know. It's along with a bunch of other ship voice volume, music, sound effects. There we go. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine.
Good. So, what are you doing tonight?
I am currently launching from Shinrarta, and I'm going to head to Coop to work on my armor and hull reinforcements on my cutter.
Oh, okay. So, ship upgrade time.
And I'm going to work on a few of them if I can. We'll see. Trips in this ship are excessively annoying with a 30 light year jump right now, 31.5. So I'm sure I'm going to have fun here.
Oh, yeah?
4 jumps to get where I want to go.
Oh. Isn't that terrible? Fuck, is it hot out? Jesus Christ. I swear to God, they, put the building heat on, way too early this year. It's still 20 degrees outside. They turned the building heat on. What a fucking situation this is. Like, no one in there runs this building has a goddamn brain cell in their head. Shit.
So it looks like you finally got your invite to,
Yeah, I haven't had much time to watch it. What day is today? Is it Tuesday?
Yeah, today's Tuesday. I was going to take my kid hunting, but I'd come home to pick him up, and he's working on homework. So I said, well, that's first priority then.
Yeah.
None of that, and I had him play his guitar for a while, so you don't like me. He wanted to go goof off or something, I don't know. He wanted to be a kid and dad said, nope, time to go do your guitar.
Yeah.
God, this thing burns fuel.
Fucking Christ, it's hot. Give me a second, I'll be right back.
Open a window.
Yeah, and of course, the moment I take my fucking helmet off this often, what ends up happening? Video has to start fucking up. Of course.
Well, it's conspiracy, I tell ya.
Jesus fucking Murphy. So, Obsidian Ant has released yet another video.
Yeah.
And in this one, he apparently went to Frontier Developments, where he got clued into some of the things that are to come. Of course, he's sworn to secrecy along with everyone else who went about what's to come, but there is apparently quite a bit of new features and content added. Again, I'm encouraged because I can only imagine that includes work on the atmospheres around planets and being able to fly through them. I cannot see what else there could be. Problem is, you have to.
Adding a third alien race.
No, it wouldn't take this long.
Sure would.
No, it wouldn't.
Got to design their home systems. Got to design their ships.
I didn't with the Thargoids.
Have you seen a Thargoid yet?
What? Have I seen one? I've seen them over the course of the last 20 years, 30 years plus.
You've seen the ships. You haven't actually seen a Thargoid, though.
No one's ever seen a Thargoid. But I'm quite sure that their home world is not in the galaxy. Quite. And in the end, when I'm proved correct, I'll just say, I told you so.
You know what my reply will be?
So what?
Exactly.
95% of the time when I say I told you so, I derive no pleasure from it, as I did with the Trump presidency. Don't vote for Trump, you'll regret it. Everyone votes for him. They all regret it. Told you so. Not that that brings me any real comfort. Still sucks just as much.
So you're planning on building an AX battleship now, huh?
That's the next step, I think. I don't know what's coming, but I suspect it won't be very nice. So, I want to be ready. Well, if I don't have one and they come in force, if the Thargoids come in force with base ships, then I don't want to be among those that are completely screwed out of playing the game. Because my ships are too fucking wimpy to take anything. I have to do all this work. Have to do all that work to fucking stay in the game. At least you have a ship that could maybe hold its own for a little while. Hang in battle with one. I haven't even...
Which
one? Your cutter could probably stand in battle against the Cyclops interceptor for a while on its own.
As of right now, I have 4,800 shield points. I have 4,700 armor points in my cutter.
Yeah. At the moment, if I were to go toe to toe with a Thargoid Cyclops, I might last 2 minutes if I'm very lucky. And that's with the that's assuming I field neutralize his attacks right at exactly the right time each and every time he uses one. If he takes my systems down, I'm done for. I've only ever been able to survive battle with the Thargoids with my systems taken down on one occasion in a 2-player and on one occasion with a 3-player wing. all other times I have lost my ship. Now, mind you, my Anaconda has never been in better fighting form than it's in right now. If I convert all of its weapons to AX class, I can definitely dole out some harm. What sucks about my, and what sucks for you actually as well, because you have 2 of them. No, so yes, you do have 2 of them on your Corvette, is that we have huge cannons, right? None of the
Corvette has got huge lasers on it.
Right. So, but but you can put huge. Actually, you can only put huge lasers on it right now. There's no such thing as a class 4 shot cannon, no class 4 plasma weapons, no class 4 anything. I think there might be somewhere a class 4 plasma or class 4 railgun. All other weapons are lasers and
plasma, no rails though. Rails only go up to class 2.
Okay, so we've got class 4 plasma. Possibly, and we've definitely got only the class 4 lasers, which are ineffective against Thargoid meta-alloy armor. So that means that our class 4 weapons are all but useless. Then it takes us back to class 3. I've only got 2 of them armed. 2 class 3, 2 class 2, and 2 class 1 slots on my... Sorry, 3 class 3, 2 class 2, and 2 class 1 slots on the Anaconda. If I take a shot cannon and 2 anti and 2 AX class whatchamacallits, fragmentation cannons, I might be able to stand in battle for a while against them. Right now I've got shard cannons equipped on my class 1 ports. And I'm thinking that probably is the wrong configuration. I should probably switch those out and take an additional fragmentation cannon in class 3 and swap out one of the shard cannons and make it a torpedo or something useless. Well, you never know when you might find a single class 1 torpedo useful. They do some damage. They'll do 60 points of damage if they hit the target, which is not inconsequential amount of damage, and they do work against Thargoids. So that's about the best I can do in class 1. Oh shit, hang on a second, I gotta do something about my video again. God damn it. Okay. Miraculously, I think it might be okay for a little while. Okay, so we need to get our services. We have to look. We need interstellar factors. Fuck off, please. Thank you. Dildo. We are at Captain Star, I beg your pardon. No. Oh, stopover. Here we are. Let's go to stopover and stop over. What do you think about that idea?
Think so.
Did you hear about that super Earth they think that's floating around out beyond Pluto somewhere?
Nope.
I wonder if they're going to put that in the game.
If it's proven that it's there.
Well, there's a bit of a problem with that, you see. It orbits the sun once every 100,000 years because it's 80 AU away from the sun at its nearest point. Orbit is highly elliptical. It goes all the way out into what's called the Oort cloud, which is beyond the Kuiper belt. At its greatest distance, it's over 190 AU away from the sun, so it's high, it's way out there.
Is there alien life on this planet?
It's a frozen fucking rock. No, not very likely. At least nothing very animated. Even the cells at that distance from the sun will likely... We're talking about maybe thousandths of a degree Kelvin or maybe 1 degree Kelvin. I can't remember what the universe's average temperature is. I think it's still over 1 degree Kelvin. Maybe it's 2. I can't remember. And it's really cold, though. I mean, you know when tardigrades stop moving? That's the kind of temperatures we're talking about. They're not having a party.
Oh, reinforcements. I'm gonna do the armor first.
Nope, you can't.
Fuck, I got lightweight armor on this goddamn ship.
Oh, you want heavyweight armor? What for?
But it can be nearly impossible. Impervious.
If you want more armor, you can always get meta-alloy armor, and then your armor is as thick and tough as the Thargoids. And you can sit there forever taking hit after hit after hit.
Oh, we gotta go farm components before I can do that.
Yes. And it will take forever. But you can do it. It's possible.
I'm now level 5 of Sling Gene.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I should go do something about getting my Eurobia certification from the Blue Pirates of Eurobia. Why they're blue, I don't know. They are.
Oh, I need one more compact composite and I could get deep plating.
Oh, how nice.
Give me like 35% more hull boost.
And then you add meta alloys to that, and then you can tank like nobody's business. You can tank and heal. That'll be your multi-role spacecraft. Wonder if in the real armed forces they really identify unit types the same way we do in these games, like tank, sniper.
In military units?
Yeah.
Well, you have snipers. You don't have a tank unless you're talking about a physical
An actual tank. Well, the tank used to be an actual tank, right? And it could actually take hits from things. But nowadays, tanks do not take hits from anything. a missile.
Nowadays, long-range snipers is what they are.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking around 40 miles.
Yeah.
Past the curvature of the planet.
And of course, they can always resist radiation strikes. So in a nuclear war, the crew inside is protected against some of the radiation, if not all. Of course, that information is classified.
Not really.
Well, I mean, if you hit a tank with an actual nuclear weapon, it will no doubt be incinerated along with everything else. But I'm talking about after the bomb hits and you want to send units into the urban center you just flattened for pacification and investigation. You need something that can withstand radiation. So you would take a lead-lined unit or a hardened unit like a tank, and you might be able to survive. Also, they're useful against bioweapons. And definitely protect the crew against that, because they're sealed.
Well, as far as being nuclear, they're usually not lead-lined. The Abrams tanks, they're got depleted uranium armor.
Can't that withstand some radiation?
It might absorb it, I don't know.
I can't see the Army honestly not doing something about radiation in its tank divisions. Not in the modern Army. Of course, nowadays, who wants to send humans into a radiation zone anyway? You would just send robots. Only a fool would send actual humans into a radiated zone.
If we're smart, we don't irradiate it in the first place.
Well, the smart nations like Russia and the United States are not going to. China won't either. Although China's been getting pretty provocative lately.
China always has been, though.
What's that?
China's always been kind of on the leading edge of provocations.
Well, they're a communist state, and they built some islands, and now they're trying to assert sovereignty. The Americans don't
islands that they built in Japanese territory.
And Philippine territory as well, which, of course, is an American ally. But, hang on. I'm still not entirely sold on my own government's ideas concerning China. We have a policy of engagement with China. So we're willing to trade with them in hopes that they will see the light of doing business with a rich capitalist nation state, and then they will abandon their evil ways. But that hasn't really panned out, and I don't trust dictators to begin with. So I'm a student of history, and dictators tend not to be the most reasonable people.
Nice. And I have 5,464 points of hull integrity.
Cool.
4821 for shields. That'll be going up as soon as I get around to raising that one.
Mind you, it might not be the brightest idea to engage with Kim Jong-un either. According to the latest intelligence, it looks like that's going to blow up in the Americans' face. Possibly literally.
Well, if dumbass shoots nukes, he's going to start a war that the rest of the planet will fight.
Yeah, and he'll lose. And China will probably just stay on the sidelines and be neutral.
That'd be in their best interest, because North Korea's been an ally of theirs for so long, and all of a sudden their allies being stupid, they don't want to get involved.
Well, they've definitely had words with North Korea about their stupidity, and the North Koreans are not listening to them, obviously. So, I mean, the relationship between China and North Korea is not like Canada and the United States. They're friends, but only to a point.
Wife just got home. I gotta go AFK for a few minutes.
Okay. Darkwater Station, friendly pilots, and now we will pay our bounty, redeem all bounty vouchers. Confirmed. Of course, we still have intel for the various powers of the galaxy. And what? Oh yeah, there's no moons here. Okay, let's head for Seoul. Oh, we can sell some stuff here. And we will sell some stuff here. Nerve agents. Ooh, our favorite, nerve gas. We will not get the deal we were hoping for, but clothing, we'll turn a tidy profit on. Attire, food cartridges. Ooh, huge fuel benefit. Rations, grain as well. The cuisine of the bubble, at your service. Polymers, moderate. Palladium, moderate. Taphiate, moderate profit. And of course, everyone's favorite, human refuse. Which someone else can worry about. Alright. Computer, lay in a new course. 22.8 billion people. Oh look, it's a flying box. Damn you, a box!
Playing with your box? What the fuck, you pervert?
There was a Type 7 just landed next to me, and it looked like a flying box. And now, we're headed for Earth. It's got 22.8 billion people living on, well, not on Earth itself, but in the system.
22.8 million?
Billion.
Oh, the B. I was going to say, it better not be with an M.
No. No, there's... World War III didn't have that much of an impact.
They had enough.
Oh, yeah, but... Oh, shit. What the hell? I already selected Seoul as the target. I need to select Galileo Station.
I can pretty much maintain 450 plus meters per second with my cutter.
Oh.
Continuously boosting.
Well, right now, at maximum speed, no thruster, I'm at 300. If I hit my afterburners, I go all the way up to 370. And that's in the Anaconda, fully loaded.
I think you'd have a hell of a time keeping up with me.
Oh yeah. But going 400 is, and I can maintain the 400 pretty much all the time. Not quite 400 actually, like I said, 390 or whatever it is. It's still pretty good. For an Anaconda.
Well, just under full throttle, I am at 291 meters per second. I'm actually lifting off of a planet surface right now.
Yeah, you'll probably go more than, with a cutter, you'll probably go more than 300. And you've got lighter armor than I do, because I've got military composite armor on right now.
My cutter? Dude, I've got heavier armor than you do.
Mine's class 3.
Everything on this ship is military grade.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I just said. Military armor. The class 3. You have light, and then you have composite, and then you have military grade armor, and that's the one I have.
I've got military grade on all my ships. I don't mess with that in between shit. Either light duty or military grade.
I believe you told me to get light armor for this ship at one point, but I decided...
Jump farther.
Well, I can still jump 40 light years in it. It's plenty.
I have 7 hull reinforcement packages on my cutter right now.
Hull reinforcement. Yeah, they're not that heavy, but they're heavier than...
Shield boosters on the ship right now.
6 shield boosters? That's fine, those are fairly light.
And that one they've been upgraded, they start getting a little on the heavy side.
Yeah, but individually they're light, and you still have...
8.75 tons, take that times 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's 50 tons just worth of shield boosters.
Are they... What grade are they? Are they grade A?
They're grade A, but they got this
engineering?
heavy duty shield booster mod, 2nd grade on it.
Yeah, mine are up to the maximum class 5, all cases. So I've got heavier because of that. But there's other stuff that I'm carrying that you're not. That's even heavier than that still, so. I'm carrying limpet controllers, limpets. I'm carrying decontamination limpets, anti-Stargoid equipment. It's a pretty well laid out craft. I'm not hurting for equipment types. Like I said, I've got a good multi-role craft here. But I do need a battleship.
Oh, shit. Looking through my stats. Profit from mining, 12 million credits. Profits from exploration, 24 million credits.
Yeah.
Systems visited, 2,454 systems.
Now.
Level 2 detailed scans, 212. Level 3 detailed scans, 286. Highest payout, 337,000. Highest total hyperspace distance, 151,000 light years. Total hyperspace jumps, 5,217. Max distance from start, 21,948 light years. Approximate time played, 9 weeks, 6 days, 8 hours, 35 minutes.
You are required to submit a docking request before landing.
Number of engineers used, 14.
I have 105 million credits from exploration. 1723 level 2 detailed scans and 1,938 level 3 detailed scans. Highest payout was 1.37 million credits. Total hyperspace distance 182,073 light years. Hyperspace. Yeah, I had thought you'd overtaken me, but you haven't yet.
I'm pretty sure I'm still ways behind you on that, except for maybe the total money burned.
But you're still elite. I mean, you should be fairly close.
Decrease your speed immediately.
Current assets, 3.197 billion. Credits spent on ships, 1.26 billion. Credits spent on outfitting, 3.77 billion. Credits spent on repairs, 23 million. Spent on fuel, 864,000. Spent on munitions, 1.8 million. Total claim cost, 284 million.
Oh, I'm lost here. Oh, there's Bay 2.
Profit from bounties, 21.6 million. Smuggling. I haven't even earned 1 million credits smuggling.
Oh, I've earned lots of money smuggling.
Trading profit, 426 million.
Do you have authorization to be inside the docking bay?
Passengers. Doesn't give me a passenger profit.
Because no one wants to fly with you. Fly with a squaddle. You'll regret it.
Made probably 2 billion credits just hauling passengers.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. You've been hauling passengers a lot longer than me. And more of them.
Transaction for smuggling, 800,000.
Smuggling 800,000. Okay, hang on. What did I get for smuggling? Oh, 3.8 billion. I've been smuggling I have 71 stations in my black market network, and smuggled.
107.
Smuggled. What's
You don't
that?
get enough to actually open that engineer. What's your lifetime fines value at?
Well, fines. Let's see. Crime. My felony background. My criminal record. Oh, it's a tale of tragedy and recidivism. Zero notoriety. Fines issued 412. Lifetime fines value 1,639,464. Bounties earned.
Only 900,000 behind you there.
Bounties earned. That's because I've been a very bad boy.
I avoid the law.
Remember, it's not do you get caught. It's not how much crime you do. It's how often do you get caught.
Well, I got caught for all the illegal passengers I've hauled. I'm surprised there's no stat for that, because holy shit. Every fucking run I did was illegal passengers. I suppose I should probably hurry up and
Oh God.
go into my location I need to get to.
Okay, so now we need to go to Starport and we need to get some missions. Only about 40% the way down into our next Federation rank, which is the one right before the Corvette becomes available. Fuck, this is such a grind. Everyone I've spoken to about the Federation ranking system and getting a Corvette talks about the grind that you have to do for the Federation in order to get it.
I didn't have much trouble with it.
No, for some reason you didn't, but you're atypical. According...
That's because I don't follow the traditional train of thought when it comes to grinding reputation.
Which is?
I spent a whole lot of money to earn a lot of that reputation, and instead of sitting there doing cargo missions, I did all those data trade runs.
Well, that's what I've been...
The last two levels of Fed ranking I did in a Eagle MK2. Literally.
Yeah. What's the difference, though? I mean, if I do it in an Eagle or do it in an Anaconda, it doesn't really matter.
No, I'm just stating.
Because they never give you a mission like that without, that's in excess of 20 light years away. So you may as well do it in whatever ship that can jump up to 20 light years, which includes...
That's just it. Most of my Eagles jump 28 light years.
Yeah, well, that's fine. But so does the Anaconda. So it doesn't...
You find a group of systems that are all Federation aligned. You
Yeah.
jump from one to the next. You make a big circle. You keep pulling those data missions, and you just keep turning them in. And you go for max reputation.
Well, that's what I did. Or am doing.
You didn't do it nearly as hardcore as I did then.
No, I mean, I've used every It's not true. I mean, I've used every opportunity that I've had. I mean, I've taken a couple of other types of missions, but on the whole, it's been data missions. I took the odd scanning mission just for variety's sake, but break up the monotony a bit.
You don't get much off the scanning missions, though.
Well, you don't get anything extra. I mean, there are some missions you get 3% off of, and then there's other. But then you take another mission of exactly the same type or exactly the same value, you only get 1. It doesn't make any sense, as far as I can tell. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll just keep going.
Okay, as far as like the data goes, if you get the mission from a Federation-aligned mission giver and the recipient is Federation-aligned, that's how you get the 2 to 3% each time.
Yeah, well, here's another way you can do it. Here's another way you can do it. You can also spend your way into by buying donate 300,000 credits to the cause. If you do to the cause missions like that.
It takes about 1.5 to 2 million credits per
To buy percentage.
per percentage.
I know. I get it.
I bought probably 300 million credits worth of reputation.
That's insanity.
All said and done.
Okay, so right now I have, okay, so to go up one, let's see, did I get this one?
It took me about 3 hours to go up one level.
So I just bought 300,000 and it gave me a percentage, 1%. Now let's see if I can do it again. Okay, we'll take a boom data delivery to Groombridge 34. Groombridge 34. The other thing I don't like about these, you have to deliver them like within 24 hours or you're screwed, you see.
They usually have them delivered within about 2 hours.
Oh, I'll have this one delivered within the next 15 minutes. Okay, so that's still, I didn't gain a percentage that time on the purchase of 200,000 credits. So now, we'll go to LHS 449, Groombridge 39, and that's it for that one. Okay, let's go over here. Lakai 9352, Wolf 359, Ross 780, and none of those are from the worlds we chose previously. Delta Pavonis, Mildeptu, no and no. Oh, the other thing you can do is you can do boom time delivery missions. Those ones also return value right away. And you get extra time to do them, which is the reason you would take them. And I will accept this one to Altair.
Oh, let's see, where the hell is that shit? No.
82 Eridani, rare artwork. Groombridge.
Kind of the central system that I did the last of my Federation ranking in. There's about 4 or 5 systems within 20 light years there. I just made a big loop-de-loop running between them.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up having to use a small or medium ship because a lot of them had me go into little research stations and outposts.
Okay, I win. We're now another percentage up. I just purchased another 500,000 credits. And now another 450,000 credits. So I'm donating money hand over fist to these people. More money! Haha! And we're not at 30 now.
Something else you might notice is that when you start getting with the local factions, you start getting higher reputation ranks with them up to friendly and then into allied. You tend to earn a little bit less reputation with Federation too, though.
Oh, really? Because I'm allied with all the factions at this base. like completely allied at Earth and at the moon. All factions. So I guess I better leave the station and go somewhere else.
Well, you'll still make some, but instead of making that full 1% each jump, you might only make 3/4 or something of a percent.
Yeah, seems to be what's happening.
Blocking bay access is a crime. Don't risk annihilation. Make way for other vessels.
Procyon, no. Okay. And now we're ready. And now we have 3 missions. One is to Groombridge 34, another is to LHS 449, and the third is to Altair. So let's go to... I think we should go to Mars High.
I can't remember what the hell material I needed.
We are headed for Mars. I don't know if I'm not allied with any of the factions there.
Docking couplers disengaged. Observe station.
Contact God. I was screwing around when I was coming back from Colonia with game settings. I got it set now that when I tab out a game, I don't actually have to tab out a game, and it does drop a window. It leaves it up in my center screen. I can jump back from between the screens and still see what's going on around me.
Oh. Alright then.
Well, at least my trip out there, I did some learning.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a complete waste. Some might argue it's not a waste at all. In fact, last night I saw someone between here and the galactic core on the star map. Like the friend icon was active. I thought you had decided to go to the galactic core all of a sudden. I was a bit surprised. I was so surprised. We are leaving Earth behind. Oh, Comet Make Make. I hear they're putting more comets into the next version as well. Like actual comets that look like comets.
I don't think I've ran across an actual comet yet.
Well, they look like asteroids at the moment, but I think they're going to make them look like comets next.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have a rock and if you have a what looks like an asteroid and it's made entirely of water ice or carbon dioxide, then it should, as it approaches close to the central star, it should start looking like a comet. It should have a tail. It should have, there should be some visuals with it. Right now, there's none. Vallis Marineris. Not just a river, a canyon full of water. Still not entirely clear what created Valles Marineris. They're going to have to send a geologist there to find out. Well, a geologist or two.
Batu Kook or Cuck or whatever the hell the name is of this place. Seems like most of the engineers are within the close proximity of each other. It's kind of fucked up.
Access approved. Proceed to landing pad 3-2.
Have you noticed that the bases make noises while you're passing by?
I guess I haven't noticed that. I got most of the game volumes turned down, so I can hear my music or hear other people when I'm playing.
Well, at least that would make it more realistic, because you shouldn't be able to hear anything through the hull of your ship in space.
Decrease your speed to within regulatory limits.
Bay 32, please.
This station operates a zero-tolerance policy towards criminal infractions. Obey station law.
Landing gear.
This station operates under a docking reservation policy.
Bay 32, contact and docked.
Docking completed. Ground crew have been dispatched.
Welcome to Mars High. Mars is high.
We got a signal source here. Let's just check it out.
Let's.
I won't be getting interdicted when I have nothing on me worth looking at. Encoded emissions detected. Threat 0. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, there's nothing there. And I'm allied with everyone here too. Let's go to Europa base. Europa. Iapetus. It's Titan City. It's in the orbit of Saturn. Europa. No. The nearest base is Columbus Station in orbit of Io. Station locked. I would like to see the spaceships. There are 9 ship types here. Oh, one of them is the Dolphin. You can buy a Federal dropship if you want. I guess I could turn one of those into a battleship if I really wanted to. Not a very good one.
What exactly are you planning on doing
Building a Corvette that can...
with this battleship?
Taking it into Thargoid space and blasting the shit out of Thargoid interceptors.
You're going to want something nimble and agile that can turn on a dime.
I intend on taking one of the builds that is documented at Canon and seeing if I can't make that work. That build has been used to single-handedly wipe out some of the interceptor types, so I think I should be able to pull that off myself. It has, and the Corvette has a much better turning arc than the Anaconda turning speed. So, launching. Launching!
Coupler disengaged. Depart when ready, Commander.
En route to Columbus Station in orbit of Io orbiting Jupiter. This will take a moment. In the meantime, I'll have another drink. Do you know that they sell rosé wines in a 6-pack up here?
Oh,
Uh,
I'm not a wine connoisseur, so I can't tell you much of anything about wine.
well, let's just take a guess and say, wine in a 6-pack. Is this going to be the quality brand? No.
In other words, it's fruit-flavored beer.
Sort of. Although the alcohol content listed on the side.
Fruity flavored beer.
What's that?
Sour and bitter flavored fruity beer.
Well, it is a rosé, yes.
Does it taste like a rose?
No, it's like a cross between a red and a white. And I think it's manufactured in the Niagara Valley of Ontario. Which isn't to say that Niagara can't produce excellent wines. It can, but...
There's a handful of companies that produce beers and wines and whiskeys and such in South Dakota, so it doesn't really matter where it's at. It's just how long they've been there, what kind of reputation they've built over the years.
I didn't know South Dakota had wineries. There's no wineries really in Manitoba.
Well, you don't have a long enough season to grow grapes.
No, we don't. But in Ontario...
Barely have long enough to grow certain varieties of grapes.
Yeah, and in southern Ontario, there is enough time, just enough time, to actually have a wine growing season for certain types of grapes.
Yeah.
So that gives us a... But mostly Ontario is known for high-class ice wines more than anything. Even though it does grow respectable vintages that will sell for, you know, tens of dollars a bottle. Properly aged and whatnot.
Yeah, the vodka that I'm drinking right now is made in Minnesota.
Oh. Yeah, but some of the bourbons and vodkas, you can pretty much make those wherever. I mean, it's not the place as much as the name.
Grains, vegetables.
Yeah,
Vodka's
like,
made from a potato.
yeah, or canola or something, I don't know. But it's fermented is the point.
That's any whiskey, bourbon, rum.
Yeah.
Heavy duty armor. So an experimental on here. We'll go with deep plating. I think will give me a 35% increase. Go back just to check and see out of curiosity what kind of jump that was.
Let's see here.
Uh, 5,605 points of hull integrity.
And there you go. We are landed at Columbus Station near Jupiter. In orbit of Io, which I would like to see in an upgrade at some point. If you have a planet with silicate magmas, I'd like to see, or iron magma, I'd like to see volcanoes erupt on the planet's surface. And actual magma flows, like Io has magma flows on it, so, you know, where are they kind of thing. Right now you can't really see them, but Voyager clearly saw, you know, ejecta coming from the surface during its flyby, you know, a couple decades ago, so it's obviously very geologically active and it should be visible from orbit, including in this game. Gravitational shear from a large gas giant for some of the inner moons should cause a certain amount of geological instability that would be visible in game. I submit. Of course, it's all I can do to keep my mouth shut about these things from Discord in the Canon channel. I don't want to wear out my welcome too early. With a bunch of dumbass ideas. .5,811 points of hull integrity. Missions? Mission! No, see, we're allied with every faction in this system, I think. So, I don't, unless I leave the system, I don't really think there's a way for me to make more reputation any faster.
I'm gonna figure out who I'm gonna go visit next.
The solar system, birthplace of humanity.
No.
No. Oh.
Mainly, I'm just building up reputation and capabilities of different.
Ooh, Lumen 16. And 3 million credits from the Gendala system planetary scan job. It requires elite. Actions are illegal. They'll piss people off. And no. There's a bunch of wet work in this system, though. Apparently Earth wants to kill a bunch of people around it. That's what you get for having President Hudson.
The soul system or other systems?
No, these are in other systems. They won't be inside the solar system. The solar system has been completely pacified. There's no violence here, really, except from the odd pirate camping out near the arrival point in near the sun.
I think I'm gonna go see Bill Turner. He's one jump away.
Well, he's not very happy to see you.
I'm just gonna get him his blueprints memorized for his plasma accelerator.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't piss him off. He has friends.
I don't have to piss him off.
Okay.
He'll do what I want just because I'm gonna bring him some cookies.
Bombs.
Homemade cookies.
Landmines
Lots of love.
to put in his carpet.
Huh?
Landmines to put into his carpet.
I guess if he wants landmines, we'll give it to him, but I'd rather not. They're kind of dangerous to haul.
Especially if you put them in his carpet. Better yet, just to really piss him off, you could put them under his welcome mat. That way, when people ring his doorbell, kaboom!
Visitors?
That's right, you blow his visitors to high heavens, and then he's like wondering what the fuck, and he gets all pissed off, but he doesn't know who to be pissed off with.
The other day, I sold a bunch of shit I had in storage and sold some ships that I decided I don't want to fuck with anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I bought myself another anaconda.
What does that bring your total to? 9?
Huh?
What does that bring your total number of anacondas to? 9?
2.
Oh, alright then. I thought you already had 2.
That's eagles that I've got a lot of. I've got 2 crates. I haven't actually upgraded any of the components for the anaconda yet. Debating if I actually want another anaconda or if I should sell that and buy another Corvette.
Oh.
I can get multiple Corvettes all over the solar system.
There's an asp here. It's just sitting here. It's going to be blown up by the starbase. Oh, he moved away.
Hard to get point that I've got favorite ships in this game now.
Oh, of course. I have favorite ships in the game.
I didn't think I'd like the Corvette that well, but it's a really good combat ship. That's all it's any good for. My cutter is pretty good at being a multi-role vessel, as long as I don't plan on doing a whole hell of a lot of stupid combat with it. As long as I'm careful, I'm good with the cutter. I like the crate a lot. I still like my Eagles. And I like my Asp Explorers. Pretty much any other ship in the game, I don't care. Don't want nothing to do with them anymore.
You know the Jupe.
Anaconda's okay because I can make money with it, but
Yeah.
kind of. I don't know. I'm not too fond of the Anacondas.
Well, only because you don't like the way they look, but I just noticed something about Jupiter.
But I still have them because they're very effective.
I just noticed something about Jupiter. It's got a big red spot on it now.
Oh, that's like, I like my Python.
What?
Not like the Python. It's just kind of temporarily overshadowed by the crate right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Python still has its advantages over, even over the crate.
Yeah, as long as it ain't combat.
Oh, there's a human here. Hang on. I gotta go inspect the human. Commander Aurelius Spinosum. We're approaching the world called Gold. We have passed the world called Gold. Where do you keep your vault? He's flying a keelback.
I had a keelback for a while. It's kind of a fun little ship.
Yes, well, his is hanging in space, not moving. He's gonna have a dead little ship right away. Oh, he just went to low wake status. And he's landing on Jones Estate, which is a space station, Orbis class. Alright, in that case, we will do this. Holy shit, we have to go to the other star, Matthews City, 75,588 light seconds distant. Course laid in. Executing. Yeah, it'll take 2 minutes to get there, but... that is after we leave the proximity of planet Gold. Where is your vault? And the stars make noise too. In fact, so does the galaxy. If you go to the galactic map, you can hear the galaxy's noise.
Go where?
Go to your your big map.
Oh, yeah, you click on the different planets, they have
And
different...
Well, no, then you go like way above the galaxy, and then you can hear the galaxy making noise. It's like from intergalactic space. Like, what the hell? As if the galaxy sits there and makes noise in intergalactic space all day long.
You got billions of stars putting out RF frequencies.
Yeah. into a near vacuum within the galaxy, and outside the galaxy there's even less matter. So how would you hear anything? You need to have vibration of molecules in order to hear anything. So since nothing is out there, you would hear nothing because there's nothing to bounce sound off of.
Oh no, maybe someone's playing a really good porno and sharing it with everybody.
Yeah.
Turner Metallic Inc.
Did you ever see that South Park episode where there was the two aliens and they were like, they had this really cracked out fucking session where they ended up in a hotel room. What?
I came into orbit too fast.
Oh.
I just dropped 75 kilometers out.
These two aliens that abducted Cartman or something end up like having they end up doing shitloads of alien drugs together, and then they ended up having I think there was a prostitute, but they got rid of the prostitute in the end, ended up having gay sex with one another, having all these regrets, and it was so cracked out, like it really was. And I'm just wondering where the hell they got the idea for these stories that they tell.
Because they're fucking high all the time.
What's that?
They were high all the fucking time.
Well, they're supposed to be Mormons, though. Like, Mormons aren't known for exactly being high all the time.
Mormons are also pretty commonly known to have multiple wives and all that kind of weird, creepy, sexual, deviant shit, too.
Yeah, 150 years ago.
They still do it.
In rare cases, I don't think they... Not as a general rule anymore.
No.
Not the ones here, anyway.
That goes on. That's with any...
Just about to say, it's not... Debauchery is not somehow just a Mormon-only thing. It's not germane to that group of people.
Well, Canadians are the worst ones, I tell you.
Yeah, I know. That's where I'm thinking they got the idea from.
They want to drink their girly wine and do cocaine and have
with their
love robots.
Yeah, and have prostitutes over and then have sex with each other and then have sex with their prostitutes again. But each other's prostitutes, not the same ones.
Well, they should have sex with each other while the prostitutes watch.
No, they're having sex too with each other.
Well, the prostitutes have sex with each other because it's safer for them to have sex with each other than with them damn weird Canadians.
It's so fucking bent.
I gotta counteract gravity. Boost, boost, boost. Okay, we're good.
Of course, South Park, the entire series of South Park could be taking place inside Connor's mind. Not Connor, Cartman's mind. Connor. There's a guy I know named Connor. He lives in Sudbury, and it's the kind of thing he would probably think of. Anyway, because he's crazy. I think he's a lawyer now, too. Oh, God. Finally, we're now under 10,000 light seconds. Approaching Matthews City.
I landed safely.
Go!
Okay, let's see. Sensors. What can we do with my sensors?
For fuck's sakes. 1,000 light seconds. We're now inside the B component star's system, passing planet after planet on our way to the target. Less than 30 seconds to go. $18, $17, $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4. Target was behind a star. We have to overshoot and turn around again. Approaching target. Approximately 10 seconds out.
Just dropped a lot of weight off my life support system.
Coming out of jump space.
Request approved. Vector for approach to landing pad 40.
I could put a target lock breaker on this plasma accelerator.
That's always fun.
I could put phase and sequence on it.
Target 1 has docked. We will now complete the mission. Hybrid capacitors, 3 units. And we will take the hybrid capacitors. Holy shit, we got 2 points of reputation for that. And now we will go to Barnard Star? No. LHS 449 system, opening galactic map. Barnard Star is in between the two of us.
Locking bay access
Approaching yet another planet gold. There's more than one of them. There are 2 planets gold.
Same system.
No, 2 different systems.
I need to go unlock Zachariah and Nemo.
Who?
Zachariah and Nemo, one of the engineers. Does fragmentation cannons and multi-cannons.
I have him already.
I don't. I've only got 3 of them that aren't that I don't technically or haven't unlocked. And I haven't. Okay, I've got all the 3 that I haven't been invited to, and I've got some that haven't been unlocked yet. Working this Ramtod doesn't really have anything I'm looking for right now.
No.
A few of them don't really interest me much.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I have one more mission to finish first.
Backside. I was heading there earlier and I got it interrupted, so.
That's Engineer Chung.
Huh?
Engineer Chung is there.
Lee Schwang.
Oh.
Talk to you later.
Alright, talk to you later. Okay, 2.
This station operates a zero-tolerance policy towards criminal infractions. Obey station law. this station.
Okay, that's it, everyone. It's 3:26:23 Zulu on the 3rd October 3304. I'm your host, Commander Trium. Click I like or subscribe buttons in the YouTube interface if that suits your preference. Of course, you can click the bell icon if it's visible to get updated information concerning new broadcasts of the video flight log here on YouTube.
Welcome to our
For
station.
Commander Trium, myself, additional information about these vlogs, my adventures in the Elite Universe, and of course cross-posting to Twitter, all available. URLs and address info is all available at in the video properties here on YouTube. Just click the more slider up and you should see those properties visible as you would for any other video here.
This station
And that'll be it for tonight. Don't forget, Commanders, have a good night, and of course, as always, fly safe. This is Commander Trium, signing off.